So here in Buenos, I can pronounce it properly, gym, flown out here. Even though I'm on prep, the party don't stop, the work don't stop. I'm here, I can't wait. I'm so gassed to train here because I walk in and there's so many big guys. I feel small for once. No, but yes, I can't wait to train, doing a bit of chest and shoulders today. I'm gonna be filming here for the next 3 days. So loads of content for you guys. I'm just gonna show what I do. And you know, it's better than just being in the same gym or at home. I need to show, you know, go around different gyms and what a gym to come to, huh? So can't wait to get stuck in.
I gotta tend to my payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but money statement I'm 10 to. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that review. Clean money in a flat whip, got old problems with friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. You don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney.
Oh, right. For me, I'm neglecting doing straight arm front raisers. Forgot the name there. But what I found is where I've neglected it, where I'm doing certain poses, it wasn't looking round enough. I kept thinking, keep my arms straight, which is hitting that part of your delt, but then there's a bit more to have that round look, especially on shoulders when you're doing certain poses. You want to have all the development there. And for quite a long time, I've just been doing front raiser like that, and I started to see in my shoulders, the development is changing. So now, I'll do 2 different types of front raisers. Straight arm and like hammer kind of way, which will hit different parts of your shoulder. Doing the hammer will hit realistically there, and when you twist, it's gonna do a bit of the side going into the front. Because you've got to look at physique, especially if you're a beginner, you want to do like a push-pull system, that's great, okay? You want to build overall a bit of size. But once you've got enough size, you really want to start refining that physique, looking at your physique, seeing different details that need to be brought up. But you can only get to that point when you've got enough muscle. So if you're a beginner and you come to me, I'll probably put you on a program that's going to build overall mass. But if you're someone with a decent amount of muscle and you're getting into competing, because competing is about development of all muscle groups, details in areas that general people wouldn't be doing, but as a bodybuilder, you will be doing, especially if you're under me. I'm gonna look at your physique and start to design a program which is really gonna accentuate your physique. But the beginning stages is initially building up a certain amount of muscle. And once we get you past that and we start getting you to competing, then we can start refining that physique. Like me, I look at areas on my physique that need to be brought up more, and I'll do movements to accentuate that part, that detail, because that's what bodybuilding is, okay? It's different stages. There's always different stages in your journey. You just got to understand this is a marathon, not a sprint. You can't get everything now, but it's like anything in life. You can't have everything now. So bodybuilding is like teaching you to be patient, to work for something, and then get that end result. And this is what bodybuilding has taught me. I used to be quite impatient as a young man, but over time, I realized if I tick boxes every day and keep moving towards that end goal, I will achieve what I want to achieve. You can't just have everything now. Everyone, this is this day and age, 2022, everybody wants something now. They see Instagram. I want that physique now. How much drugs can I do to get that? Shut the hell up. Work hard, eat hard, train hard. Yes, some PEDs might help in that goal, but it's not going to get you your physique. So if you're thinking like that, you're thinking, oh, well, what's he taking? What's he taking? Forget that, okay? Eat well, train hard, the physique will come. Genetics plays a part. You're only going to be as big and as good as what your genetics will allow you. But that's like any sport. You know, any sport, genetics plays a part. Look at Usain Bolt, okay? He is genetically gifted to be a fast runner. You can't just practice and become him. You can practice and become the best version of you. But until you actually put the work in and do the days, do the years, do the months of hard work, you don't know what your potential is. So stop trying to rush this game. Work hard. Let's see your development. Because sometimes people think they're not genetically gifted. But if they work hard and train hard, they realize that they have got gifts. it might not be you're gifted in growing quick, but it might be like me. I'm not gifted in growing quick. I have to work hard. But my tie-ins and my muscle bellies is what I'm gifted. I would never know that unless I put the work in. Okay, so if you're at the beginning of your journey and you don't see this amazing physique yet, don't let that put you off. You've got to work hard. 10 years down the line, look at your physique, and then you'll understand how good you're going to be. So, moral of the story, work hard, don't overthink. You know, get a coach. It's going to help you. It's going to skip years of mistakes. You know, I've done years and years of mistakes because there wasn't coaches when I started. There was no such thing. But now you've got people like me who've been in this game 10 to 15 years. Listen to us, take that advice, and you will get the best results.
I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stepping.
Oh yeah, I love to get warmed up on this, on a pec fly. It's good to always get warmed up. Allow, as I'm doing front delt as well, chest, always allowing all these muscles to get warmed up. Even though it's warm in here, you still got to warm up those muscles. So I'm going to slowly start with this. I don't really count this as a movement. It's just basically warm up time. So 10. Yeah, there's no point in burning myself out on this. It's just about getting those muscles ready for what I'm about to do. And there's so much of a selection here. I don't know what to pick. But I'm going to stick to my kind of regime, my same kind of thing that I do. Just got so much variety, man. What do I pick? You know, but it's all good. Oh, that's it. Right, I'm ready for some pressing. I love variety, you know. So if you can ever go to a gym and you've got so much variety, do it. You know, if there's a gym near you and you've got loads of different equipment, it's always good to be hitting different angles. Yeah, you've got to stick to your same regime to get the most out of that program, whatever's been set, whether it's from me or somebody else. But at the same time, using different machines are always going to help angle and bring out little details that, you know, you might not get from that one machine you're using continuously.
Too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stepping, I'm 10 to. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view.
Yes. All right, I love rep ranges between 8 and 15, maybe 20 sometimes. But like I say before, it's about hitting all the different layers to that muscle. You know, doing low reps for me and for most physiques doesn't work. I mean, but you got to hit every layer. There's type 1, type 2 fibers. Like I say before, you know, it's about hitting all of those different layers to that muscle. So obviously I start with 15. I probably put another 20 on, do another 15. And then it will get to a certain point where, you know, 12, 10, maybe the lowest I'll go is 8, depending on how I'm feeling and whether it's the first or second exercise. But generally, I'm just gonna go as heavy as I can on this for the first exercise. 10! Oh, drops it this quickly. Let's go.
Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot. With the money stepping, I'm 10 to. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip. Got all problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Told her no missing. Ballin' like Houston. Ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Feel good now. Getting me blood in the muscle. Feel warm. Ready to get through it. In this heat, it's different. Cold England's not the same. But yeah, I feel good, man. Feel good. 7 weeks out, starting to come better. Working with Tom now. Takes away the stress. That's why it's important having a coach. Whether it be lifestyle, competing, takes away all the stress. You don't need to think. You just get on with it. And I found it's very important as I'm coaching now. And I try to tell people the importance of it. I'm actually doing it myself. So very important, takes away the stress. And you just concentrate on what you got to do. Instead of worrying about, are you eating enough? Are you doing this right? Are you doing enough cardio? Having somebody to manipulate that and tell you what needs to be done with expertise. It's no good thinking you know it all and you know what's best and you've got a few apps and you're following an app. The app's not real life. You know, what's real life is doing things, seeing results, making changes when needed. You know, forget apps. Oh, yes. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen it for this piss poor, I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 but with the money stabbing, I'm 10 too. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in the black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston. Oh, I love that machine, I love that machine. Really gets deep, right where you need it. Different machines will always hit different parts of your muscle. And knowing your body, knowing what's hitting, you know, I feel some movements better than others. But this one, well, especially after doing that exercise, going into this as a second exercise, I can really feel my chest working there. I always start with like an incline, a flat, more of a decline. You've got to hit all angles of that chest. You know, just doing flat all the time, yeah, it's gonna build certain point, but you need to be hitting all angles of that muscle. So this is a great machine. So if you've got one in your gym, use it. Oh, I think that I'm back in my bag 5, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fast ball. Just too quick for it. Pulling off like the whip orange. Seen it for this piss poor. I got too much, I got 10 to. Car payments and the rent. Told y'all that I'm 6 with the money stabbing, I'm beautiful, beautiful. Looking like a bodybuilder now. This time last year I was on crutches like this. Old hop along. Now look at me. Love it. This is why I love bodybuilding. It's all about progression, having that mindset which can be transitioned to anything that you do. If you can do this lifestyle, compete, you know, stick to a regime, and no matter what life throws at you, still keep doing it. That can transition to anything that you want to do. Self-employed business, whatever it is that you want to do. It will change your mindset and realize your worth, that you could do more, you could be better, you could be a better version of you. Bodybuilding teaches you that. Always to strive to be better, always be better. And that's why I love this game. Yep. Easy. I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen it for this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot. Let's do a rest pause now. Rest pause. 1, too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Let's go. Money in the black whip. Got old problems with a friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston. Ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. Gonna do a fly movement now. And this machine looks bloody beautiful. So there's more of an incline fly. Done 2 pressing. So now I'm gonna move around to doing fly movements. I'm doing front delt as well today and 1 tricep. So I'm gonna be showing you quite a bit today, but we're gonna go into this. I'm guessing about the weight, but let's see what it feels like. Oh, hitting the top of that chest. Well, I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen it for this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told you I'm 6 foot, but money stabbing, I'm 10 to. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Oh, it's heavy now. Clean money in the black whip. Got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Feeling like Houston. Ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog. Like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always in the plans. I said I can't. Blowing you when I'm down in France. Like was asking how I build a brand. Told him put a check up in my hands. Got time, no cap. Hitting all areas of the chest like I just did. Did incline. We've done flat. We've done cables. And now we're going to decline. And then I'm going to go on to front pressing and some front raisers. Because when I'm doing chest in this area, like a push movement to a degree, so push movements, because you're going to end up incorporating your front delts anyway. When doing chest, you might as well do this area to finish it off. A little bit of tricep. I do have an whole arm day. I do put shoulders into other movements now, because me, myself, I grow shoulders quite easily. They're one of my dominant parts of my body. Merging in with others to bring up other areas is what's beneficial. So depending on your physique, look at your physique, see what areas you need to bring up. Don't just keep hammering chest when shoulders are weak. Grow areas in that physique that need to be brought up. Right. I'm reducing, normally I do a lot of drop sets, a lot of cluster sets, rest pauses. I'm doing on some of the movements, but as in prep now, especially 7 weeks out, trying to tone down the volume as much, concentrate on the movements as I've been instructed. I do like to overtrain a little bit, and that's probably always my downfall towards the end of most preps, is I end up overworking myself and the body just starts going into reverse starvation mode. If anything, you start retaining fat. So at this point here, I've got to manage fatigue going into the last few weeks of prep, really manage how much effort you're putting in. Because as much as that will to, I want to do more, sometimes more is not better. Being controlled, being sensible with your training is what's really going to create a good physique come end of prep. That's more for the bodybuilders. For lifestyle, you still got to hit it hard. But if you're in a kind of diet for like a photo shoot or maybe a holiday, don't run yourself into the ground when you're on low calories. There could be lots of cardio, low calories. You really want to manage fatigue at that point.
I'm riding on road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10 too much.
So I said earlier, you know, different machines hit different parts. Some people are taller, some people are wider. So you've got to find a machine that really hits well for you. That's why having a gym with lots of variety is always going to be the best bet, because hit different angles that are really going to accentuate your physique. Whereas certain machines I go on, just not feeling it. Whereas somebody else might go on, they really feel it. So you just got to go what works for you.
I gotta go, dog. I'm riding on road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to.
When doing shoulders, quick tip for you. Make sure your elbows are forward, okay? Not to the side behind, because in the joint, the ball is just gonna rub, and it's gonna rub against different ligaments. And over time, you're gonna break down your shoulders. That's why when doing pressing, you'll find there are a lot of bodybuilders out there that they've been pressing too heavy for too long periods of time, and now their shoulders are kaput. Mine are not kaput, even though I go quite heavy, but I go with machines that I don't feel any discomfort, or I don't go stupid heavy. You don't need to go stupid heavy with shoulders on pressing. You're gonna grind down your shoulders. And once you start grinding down your shoulders, it's really gonna affect your physique, because you use a lot of your shoulders doing any movements. Back, chest, everything gets involved. Really be sensible when doing pressing. That's why I like to stick to machines. I don't really do dumbbell shoulder pressing, because I find there's too much risk to injury than benefit. And there are, like I say, there are a few bodybuilders that I've seen recently, different YouTubes, different things, where their shoulders are battered. And it's because they've been going too heavy, probably with dumbbells. So be smart. Longevity, you know, I'm 38. I've not had an injury except for breaking my leg. And there's a reason for that, because I train smart. I don't go past what I know I can't do. And I'm thinking long term. Yeah, it's all good, you want to be ego lifting in the gym and that, and you want to show off. But when your shoulders can put and you can't train anymore, who's the winner there? Not you. So be smart with your shoulder training. Yes, do pressing, but use more machines. That's what I can tell you. That's probably the best thing. Yeah, dumbbells, I'll do front raises. I'm going to do that in a minute. But for any sort of pressing, use a machine that keeps in that range, and make sure those elbows are forward. Okay, not to the side, yeah, forward. Hitting the front delt. This is what I'm here to do, hit the front delt. I'm not trying to hit the side delt and the rear delt, okay? I'm trying to hit front delts, so be smart. We're just talking there, just want to talk about how, I've been in the gym 20, 21 years, and we're talking about injury. I've played it safe. Now I'm starting to put my foot down a bit more, because, you know, I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. You know, I really want to do well in bodybuilding. I know that you've got to push quite hard, but I will never push past that barrier where I fuck myself up, basically. I ain't going to get to that point. You know, I train smart. Yes, I've took a bit longer to get the physique that I've got, but I'm still good health. You know, I'm not battered, okay? So think about it. Yes, you could create a physique within 5-6 years, that's big, but what's the risk to your body? You know, think about longevity. You know, I want to be training till I'm 70 years old. I want to be training till I'm dead. Now, because I enjoy it, it's what I love doing. I love training. Forget the bodybuilding, I love training. I love this lifestyle. Before I even competed, I love training. And you've got to love it. If you want to train for a long period of time, you've got to enjoy what you do, okay? It's not just a sole purpose, I want to get on stage. I enjoy training, I love it. You know, health, longevity of life. You know, I'm 39 this year, you know, and I'm still going strong. I don't have any injuries except for I broke my leg, which is stupid, nothing to do with bodybuilding. And I'm going to keep going. I'm probably one of those bodybuilders who are going to go until I'm 50 still competing. I don't care, because I feel fresh, I feel good. I'll get my bloods done, I check my body. My body's perfect. Last blood test I had, nothing was wrong with me. If anything, they said I was healthier than what I should be at this age. So there's a reason for that, because I eat good, I train well, I take supplements. I'm always eating the right foods, I'm always absorbing those right nutrients that my body needs. And you know, that's what's gonna create me going on for a long period of time. So before rushing into bodybuilding and thinking, I want everything now, it's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? You wanna be training for long periods of time, look after yourself. There's all the time in the world. You can always win shows. Think of your health.
I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot. The money statement, I'm 10 too much that I've been through. So I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip. Got old problems with a friend new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah.
Right, I'm not doing the traditional side raiser there. Trying to incorporate a little bit of the rear delt into the movement. Normally I would stand up straight and do it like this when I'm just trying to hit the side. But this is like a finisher for the front raiser, just to get a bit more, because I'm trying to work on that round delt. I want my delts to be popping more, especially in prep. Bit of volume in there. I'll have side delts on another day like heavy. Today I'm just gonna finish off with just 2 sets of light, high rep, just to get a bit of blood in there.
I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when they throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money statement, I'm 10 too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip. Got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France.
Get a bit of blood in there. That feels good. I want to do lightweight, bit of blood in there, because I'll do arms properly towards the end of the week, but just like to get a little bit of blood. One exercise, nothing too crazy. Sometimes when you do arms too much, it's detrimental. If you don't do them enough, it's not good either. So it's that fine balance of in between, I find. If I train arms too heavy twice a week, they start to shrink. It's like they're overtrained. So you've got to find that sweet spot. I just find for me, if I do another day, 2 to 3 tops exercises and just a little top up, you know, as I've used some of my triceps anyway, I may as well just get a little bit of blood in there. But if you overtrain them, trust me, they're not good. Going in too heavy 2 days a week, for me personally, and for most people, you know, it's just too much. Arms are a small muscle group. They don't need to be trained too much because you secondary use them in a lot of movements. You know, when you're doing back, you're using biceps a little bit, you're doing chest, you're doing triceps a little bit. So if you do too much arms, it's seriously, it's not good. You overtrain them. That's me done. Right, that's a wrap for today. Chest, front delts, tiny bit of tricep there. Happy with that. Happy to be here, training in Binos Gym. I see it all over Instagram. Most of you would have seen this gym. The vibes in here is good. Everybody's here to train. You know, everyone's here for the same purpose, and this is what I love. being around in that right environment. You are your environment makes you. If you're around people that are not inspirational, that don't want to work hard, you won't work hard. If you're around people that are all here for the same goal, for the same reason, to look good, to be better, to better themselves, you're going to improve. So, quick tip is, be around people that inspire you. Be around people that look bigger than you, because you will catch up and you will be as big as them. If you go to one of these pure gyms and the biggest person in there is bloody 12 stone, you're only going to get to 12 stone. So go out your comfort zone. You know, you won't grow until you're out of your comfort zone. You know, I've come here to train and film. Most people wouldn't do that. I come on my own. You know, I could have come with a group of friends or brought people, but you know what? I'm here to work. You know, I'm here to be around and be around certain people. And that will take me out my comfort zone and I will grow. So if you're at home, come out your comfort zone. It's time to work, it's time to grow.